Hello, beautiful divine beings. This is Kanisha with Peace, Love, and Faith. And today we are going to get a message from the Divine Masculine. I have been just getting a lot of downloads from my own Divine Masculine. They're definitely working through a lot of just past and old energy and relationships coming up. Not that they're talking to anyone or do anything like that. It's just they're working through it and processing just things from past relationships. I've been moving through a lot of purging around just like guilt and fear and betrayal. And so I have just been really working on holding space and just claiming my peace as my Divine Masculine moves through whatever it is that he's moving through. And I also am learning not to take it personally when he doesn't communicate, because I've learned that 99.9% of the time he's most likely processing something or he's just moving through a lot. And so it's never personal. It's just something that our union is moving through at the moment. So I'm going to pull some cards and just give you some channeled messages from the Divine Masculine. We're going to be pulling from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. I haven't pulled from this card deck in a long time, but I am feeling guided to it. So let's go ahead and see what the Divine Masculine wants us to know, what he wants his Divine Feminine to know. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, this made a lot of sense. So here we are. So the first card that comes out is fear. We have fear here, trapped in fear. And the Divine Masculine is moving through a lot of fear around coming into harmony with everything that he desires, including his Divine Feminine. So for those of you who are not fully doing the inner work, you might be really trapped in fear yourself. I know, as someone who does a lot of shadow work, I've been moving through quite a bit of fear myself. And so if this is not something that you are fully going deep into, or it's not already part of your routine to move through inner work and to move through shadow work, you will probably find yourself feeling really trapped, feeling like a lot of fear is coming up, sitting in the fear, allowing your mind to just sit in the negative thinking. And so what I want you to see about this picture is that even though his head is down here, there is the light. If he just looks up, he would see the light. So really allow yourself to see that the fear is just pointing to you where your misaligned beliefs are within yourself and within your union. When you really just look at the fear and give it the acknowledgement that it's asking for, give it the attention, you'll find that fear actually stands for fake evidence appearing real. And it's not actually what you think it is. It's just showing you where you hold on to this old belief. And in order to move into that next level of love with yourself, with your twin flame, with your ultimate life, you have to let go of those fears and let go of those things that you used to resonate with in the past but no longer serve you, and that can't actually move forward with you into the new. So that's going to be really important to look at where you're holding fear, because the next card is shadow. It's going to be time to really start doing your shadow work, Divine Feminine. But this is what the Divine Masculine is doing, is he's moving through his own shadow. And your true twin flame, when one of you moves through healing and invites the other to do the same, one will lead the way. Sometimes it's the Divine Feminine, sometimes it's the Divine Masculine. Right now it feels like it's the masculine who's leading the way through the shadow work at this moment in time. And so you might feel like a lot's just kind of coming up out of nowhere. Be very gentle and compassionate with yourself as you move through it, and trust that your Divine Masculine is having to move through his own stuff. Now, if you're not holding peace and moving through your own feelings, this can be delayed a little bit and it can take a little bit longer. So if you do need support moving through your own shadow aspect, through your own inner work, definitely feel free to check out the link below. I do offer 30-minute intro sessions to make sure that we are the right fit. But if you need support in moving through your upsets, or moving through how you feel about your twin flame moving through their upsets, definitely feel free to reach out to me. But as you move through your shadow side, you'll find that on the other side of that fear, when you truly love it, it's just love. There's really nothing to be fearful of. It's just really calling for you to move through your feelings and to bring love in that space. And then we have 7, stand your ground. So the Divine Masculine is really standing his ground, and he's really working through all these things that are coming up. He feels really powerful. He feels like he has all of the support and the power that he needs within him. It's really just having to stand his ground here. We also have a lot of 8s here. So we have 1 8 here at the top, and then we have number 7. So there's progression happening here, and it's really important that we are honoring the fact that if there's space happening, space is there for a reason, and God's working in your union. And so it's safe to just surrender your union to God and allow him to bring up for you, what he needs you to know. Yeah, we have third eye chakra. So the divine masculine is getting a lot of visions, a lot of downloads, a lot of clarity is what I'm hearing. A lot of clarity about things that he just was kind of stuck in the mud about. It really feels like he's starting to see things from a different perspective. Actually feels like he's seeing things from like a different, higher point of view, a more loving point of view instead of a lower vibrational point of view. I also feel that he is seeing things that his divine feminine has been saying to him this entire time. I'm not just saying this with my divine masculine, but there's like this feeling of like, wow, like some of the things that she has said, like now this is starting to like dawn on me. This is starting to click. There is this feeling coming up though of like they're seeing how from your point of view, divine feminine, of how it could have felt like he was maybe playing mind games with you, or maybe like not really truly seeing your value. But what he was showing you is that where you were believing this within yourself, either about his character or just about yourself and the way that you attract men. Like you attract those men who play games, you attract the men who aren't always committed. And so he's seeing that, but he knows that was never his, it was never what he desired. It was just what ended up playing out in order for you to heal divine feminine. I know my eyes are closed, but it's just it was hard for me to channel what was coming through without closing my eyes and seeing from his point of view. So the divine masculine really wants you to know that like he's really starting to see what the point, not even the point of this, but the purpose of your union is. He's starting to see it from a higher perspective, and it feels more clear to him, but it doesn't mean that he's clear on what path to go in order to make this come together. He's just clear on who you are to him is really what I'm hearing. All right, what else does the divine masculine want his divine feminine to know? Oop, that came popping up. All right, so we have financial and material changes. Yeah, so the divine masculine is really looking at his life right now and looking at the things that he needs to change in order to bring things together for him and his divine feminine. A lot of the divine masculines feel like they don't have anything to offer the divine feminine. They feel like, well, I need to be better in my finances here, or I need a house to give her, or I need a better car, or whatever it is. They're really looking at financial and material things. They're also making shifts, or like I really feel like some of them are making some big purchases. Some of them are really reevaluating. Like it's almost like they realize that they have to expand, but they're expanding in material things instead of expanding more in like their connections. But this is gonna come back for them to realize like maybe I was expanding in things that I thought were gonna fulfill me, but even though I have that car, even though I have that house, or even though I have that much money in my bank account, it's still not fulfilling me. And they're recognizing that as they move through that, they're going to recognize that their connections is really what is going to fulfill them, and then they're going to start looking inwardly more. What they're also showing you is that you're still looking outside to them to fulfill you. So when you stop looking outside to them to fulfill you, they're going to stop looking outside themselves to other things to fulfill them. You start looking at yourself, they start looking at you, and they start looking at themselves. It's like there's no separation there. And so when you see them as separate, they're going to look outside of you as separate. But when you look at yourself and really focus on you and not your attention on them, they will start to draw back towards you, because you meet them in a place of peace and love and unconditional love, not like attachment or neediness. So it's really important that you are also looking to change in the space of putting your focus back on you and your finances and your career, and really just focusing on what feels good to you, knowing that as a divine feminine, you attract your divine masculine. When you're trying to go out and get them, you'll find that they're trying to go out and get other things. So I hope that helps for anyone who needed to hear that. But you also have the number 5 here, which is also change. Sorry, the light is really bad. I don't know why we can't see that. The number 5 here, that means change. And so you can really change. This brings up something for me where my divine masculine, of course, is my perfect mirror. And so I was mirroring through some upsets around really just wanting to change the dynamic of my finances. And I had made the choice in my mind, but I hadn't really grounded the choice in my core. And your twin flame is only going to respond to your energy, your core energy, not always your words. And so I told him, I'm ready to not have to live paycheck to paycheck, and I'm just going to grind and make this work. And he goes, Kanisha, you better get used to the fact that you're always going to be living paycheck to paycheck. And y'all, I was about to cut this man out of my inner circle. Like, I was like, I do not need your negative energy all up in my space right now. But when I really sat with it, because I believe he is my twin flame, and that's why God keeps bringing him into my space, or for me to feel guided to connect with him. And I really sat with it, and at the core, I was like, he's so right. At my core, I can feel that I haven't really quite made this choice, and that there's a fear that I can't actually change here. If you truly change, it's because you don't want to keep living the same pattern or lifestyle or habit that you've been doing. It's because you really desire to love yourself unconditionally, and you know you're worth it, and you truly do make that change. Once you make that core choice and you change there, you're going to see your twin flame mirror that. And that's exactly what he did. He was just like, I mean, if that's something you think you can do, like, do your thing, hustle. Just keep grinding, keep doing your thing. And he changed his tune as much as I did. So it was really important for me to see that, like, if I want things to change in any type of way in my life, I have to be the change, and it has to be an internal change first. It can't be trying to change things on the outside to make me feel better. I have to feel better first to see things change on the outside. All right, can I get a few more from the Divine Masculine? What does he want his Divine Feminine to know? So we have partnership and alliances. So he really desires to partner and align with you. He also wants you to know that he is not your enemy. I keep hearing this a lot. I am not her enemy. I want to partner with her. I want to align with her. If she thinks that this is not the truth, it's because she's believing that within herself, and somewhere she doesn't want to partner with herself or partner with God, and she's trying to get it from him, is really what I'm understanding. So it's important that you get clear that what you want from your Divine Masculine, you got to give to yourself first. Yeah, so we have the base chakra. So this comes from security. Your Divine Masculine is really asking you to root into your security and into your stability. As you do that, you create that for your union, and you will find that your union with your Divine Masculine will be stable and secure, and you're not always looking for him to give you that. It does not come from him, Divine Feminines. Your security and your protection and your stability comes from within. It comes from God. Absolutely. Divine Masculine also wants you to know that he is going into hermit mode. This might actually be a Virgo. My Divine Masculine is a Virgo, but this Divine Masculine is going into hermit mode. So you may not hear from him for a little bit, but that's okay. You can trust that he is moving through what he needs to. You can also always go into your heart space and just have conversations with him. But sometimes when communication is sparse, it's because it is needed, and it is going to help move through whatever it is. But feel your feelings about it. If it feels bad not to communicate with your twin flame, your person, feel your feelings, move through it. Don't just sit in it and sit in this upset thinking that it's okay or this is how it's always going to be. No, you can move out of that. So just choose to feel your feelings. Okay, we're going to take these last three, and then we're going to go. The bottom card is balance. You really want to find balance within yourself and within your union. All right. So I love this. Okay, so our next card, and this goes in elevation. I love this. Our next card is wisdom. So the Divine Masculine is having a lot of wisdom coming in. He's looking towards the sun. He has what looks like the Bible in his hand. He has a dog in front of him, which reminds me of loyalty, and a family to his right. So he's really looking to being loyal to himself and his dreams, and he's really recognizing that he has the wisdom that he needs in order to bring all of these things together that he desires. The last two cards too is memory of love and foundation and achievements. So we have this is, yeah, he's seeing a lot of the things that really does bring him just a lot of love from just the things that he did build a foundation in, or that he did achieve. But he also feels that he has a foundation and achieved something with you, Divine Feminine. That's why those memories of love are here. Like, he really wants to go back to that just family, not even family life, but just that togetherness is what I'm getting from this card. Just this togetherness, this knowing that this almost reminds me of the Ten of Cups, but it's really just this knowing that he's meant to have this happy life with you, this happy ending with you. And he's really trying to recall upon those memories of love to keep him moving forward and moving him in the direction of you, Divine Feminine. So as you really truly claim yourself and choose yourself and love yourself unconditionally, you will find that that will help your masculine move through things so much quicker and also draw him to you. If you would like your own individual reading, definitely check out the link below, but make sure you like and subscribe. I hope this was helpful. You stay happy and healthy, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.